Hey everyone, I'm excited to talk to you today about sharing the coaching opportunity with your challengers. This is my favorite way to share the coaching opportunity because it's really the most seamless way, most natural way to share the coaching opportunity because they've already seen what it's like to experience our challenge groups. They're excited about it and they're hopefully getting results and enjoying the products and the accountability that they're getting in our groups. So why not share the coaching opportunity with them if they're already a fan of what they're doing? First thing is to try to aim for having 3 to 5 new challengers in your challenge groups every single month. By you consistently running a challenge group every month and bringing new challengers in, it's giving you more people to work with and hopefully be able to invite to join your team. Okay, so the next thing I do is about 3 weeks into the challenge, and of course this is a little different for every person. You're just going to have to use your best judgment, but about 3 weeks is when I'm going to really look at my challenge groups and see who is really engaged. And I have already been messaging them and seeing how they're doing, but I'm going to follow up again and just ask, what is this journey meaning to you so far? Get that conversation going. Ask them, how do you like Shakeology? How do you feel? That question is really important. Do they have more self-confidence? No more depression? Do they have more energy? Find out what this is doing for them. Then it's very natural. Hey, I can see that you are just loving the challenge group. You're already, an encouragement to those in this group. Have you ever considered doing what I do as a coach? Just by asking that simple question. That's it. And from there, they're probably going to give you some kind of objection or hesitation. Most people do. My goal is always to try my best to help them see past those hesitations and objections and relate to what they're saying. And then I really want to get the opportunity in front of them with either our webinar or with Coaching at a Glance. Share how their story can inspire others. Tell them that. Let them know that, it doesn't matter if you're not at your goal yet or you're not the picture of what you would imagine as perfection as a coach. And make sure they understand that that is what it's all about, that people can relate to them better when they're not perfect. And also within the groups, it helps hold them more accountable as a coach within the group because people are looking up to them. Another example of how you could share the coaching opportunity with your challengers and really just move into it naturally is start asking them a few questions like, are your friends and family starting to ask about the results you're getting? If you could help 2 people, who would they be? So you're asking them, if people are noticing and who they might want to help. And then say, they might say like, oh, my mom or my sister could really benefit from doing something like this. And then you say, if they were to get into a challenge group like the one you're in right now, and you were able to help them get to this point, how would that make you feel? Then you say, have you ever thought about helping people in a challenge group like this one? Have you ever thought about running your own challenge groups? So after you work through those questions, you can let them know how it works. Say, I run challenge groups, and to help you get started, I want you to find and talk to these first few people that you would want to help that we just talked about and get them into a challenge group with me and you. You'll be their coach, but we'll plug them into the system where it's the same challenge group that you're in, and we'll get them started on a challenge of their own with you kind of guiding them with my help. So you're just showing them that they don't have to just dive right in and start a challenge group all on their own, that you're going to be there right beside them, and all they have to do is invite some friends or family that they think they would like to help. Okay, so after you've worked through the questions and you've asked them, have you ever considered, and you work through any hesitations or objections you get from them, you're going to say, if I send you a webinar so you could learn more about what the coaching opportunity is and what our team does, would you listen? So you set the appointment. They'll say, sure, yeah, I would love to listen to it. I'll check it out. Okay, great. When do you think you'll be able to listen to it? And I'll be sure to check back in with you. So you want to set that appointment so you know when to follow up, and that way you don't have to feel like you're bugging them and they have that expectation. They know you're going to come back and check in on them. And after they listen to the webinar, I'm going to follow up with them and message and say, hey, did you have a chance to listen to the webinar? I would like to set up a time to talk to you next week or in a few days. When's a good time for you? And that's it. You get the opportunity in front of them, and then you want to get them on the phone so you can ask them what they liked about what they heard and just answer any questions for them and welcome them to your team. So your assignment for today is I want you to look in your challenge groups, think of 2 people that are in your challenge groups, and go ahead and start working up to that coach invite. If you've already been doing that, go ahead and ask them, have you ever considered? If you haven't done the homework beforehand yet, start looking at who's posting and start sending some of those questions, asking them how they're liking Shakeology. How are they feeling so far? All right, guys, put your names of the 2 people that you have messaged today and tell us what you said.